Hey guys, welcome to our next episode of Vacations in 3D. Today, we're in incomparable Honolulu, Hawaii. Our amazing Hawaiian experience began as we explored the entire island of Oahu on board one of Royal Star's deluxe tour buses. The morning started off with multiple passenger pickup locations throughout Waikiki and continued as we passed by the picturesque Diamond Head Crater, which is an iconic volcanic peak, home to hiking trails and remains of historical military fortifications. Our first stops, Hanauma Bay and the Hanauma Blowhole, were roughly 11 miles away. But along the way, we began seeing some of Hawaii's upscale residential homes and incredible, less populated, beautiful beaches along the coastline. Upon arrival, we were able to debus and take some memorable photos against the sandy coastline and carved rocks. And when the conditions are right, you may even experience the actual blowhole spouting. After a quick photo op, we were back on the road again, headed northwest towards New Pali Lookout up in the Ko'olau mountain range. The scenic and winding ride was roughly 17 miles away from Pali Highway, which also serves as a passage from the east side to the west side of the island through the mountain range. Our amazing tour guide warned us about the potential wind gusts and free-roaming chickens while there. Upon arrival, we were able to debus again for some mesmerizing photos overlooking the panoramic views of the sheer Ko'olau cliffs and lush windward coast. After those breathtaking views, we were back on the road again, down the mountain, in search of the Byodo-In Temple about 11 miles away. This non-denominational Buddhist temple is located at the foot of the Ko'olau Mountains in the valley of the temple's Memorial Park. It was dedicated in 1968 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the first Japanese immigrants to Hawaii. The tour stopped and allowed us to explore the grounds, which included a sacred bell to ring for good luck and a non-practicing Buddhist temple which welcomes people of all faiths to worship, meditate, or simply take beautiful photos if they like. After a brief stint at the temple, we were off to our next tour stop, Tropical Farm's Macadamia Nut Farm and the Chinaman Hat Island viewing, roughly 7 miles away. Upon arrival, we were allowed to debus and enter the roadside store, which was a great stop for photos and to purchase macadamia nuts, coffees, chocolates, and gift baskets if you like. Around this time, most of us were beginning to think about a little lunch. Our next stop would solve that. We were off on our longest stretch of the day towards Haleiwa and the Waialua Coffee and Soap Factory, about 31 miles north and west around the North Shore beaches of the island. Upon arrival in Haleiwa, a laid-back surf town which is also filled with local style and country ambiance, as well as cool surf shops and boutiques, charming art galleries, and understated restaurants housed in plantation-era buildings, we were allowed to debus for over an hour to grab lunch at one of the many restaurants in walking distance. After lunch, we began our trek south, back towards downtown Honolulu and Waikiki. But along the way, no one could resist the sweet treats at our final stop, the Dole Plantation. And no, we were not allowed to enter the world's largest maze there, for fear that we would be left behind.
Aloha.
Aloha.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
You're so talented.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
After some of us satisfied our sweet tooth cravings, we were back on the road for our final 28-mile ride south into downtown Honolulu and Waikiki. But before returning to our pickup locations, we were treated with an informative tour of downtown and some of the most popular landmarks. If you're planning a family vacation or romantic getaway to this amazing island and want to see its true beauty, then we highly recommend scheduling a one-day full-circle island bus tour with Royal Star Hawaii. And book ahead. Seats fill up quickly. To help us grow and create more 3D vacation tours like this, please subscribe or follow us. That's all we ask. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out another Vacation in 3D.